This is game number 26. On the tee from Australia, Minwoo Lee.
Minwoo Lee, 24 years old, 62 in the DP World Tour rankings. Top 60. Get down to Nedbank in the top 50. Then we'll play the DP World Tour Championships. 66 yesterday. Iron off the tee at 1.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's not going to be 10 metres of wind, is it? It's going to be like 8 metres, which is perfect. Yeah?
Target waves.
I hit the yesterday's one pretty full. I reckon I'll just take a little bit off.
I agree. Okay. You're definitely windy.
Alright, just keep it a little left.
Perfect.
Just over this tree.
Exactly.
Incredible amount of charge for a shot that's only 131. Tim Batters out there. Afternoon, Tim.
Afternoon, Andrew, and a beautiful afternoon it is. Just a gentle breeze which is behind the players here, as you could hear from that chat. Then we're 131. Flag got just 6 yards up a little rise, so important to carry it up onto that top level.
Yeah, gets it pin high, playing in metres as well. Minwoo.
Minwoo Lee then for his birdie. Green's running at 13 on the Stimpmeter today, so 13 feet that relates to after the ball is rolled down a little ramp. And that's pretty darn speedy. This is not one of the faster putts on the course. And there's a gentle left to right break about it, so it's a decent chance.
Striking. Right in the middle for Minwoo Lee. What a start.
Spent a bit of time playing over in the States this year, but he said after his round yesterday he's going to commit more to the DP World Tour next year.
Continuing to rehearse the 140-yard chip and run through these trees. Can he stop himself really quickly? It's just hit the ball and immediately stop, or as much as he possibly can with the momentum in the club. I can't see how he's not going to collide with the tree, both with his hands and the shaft.
That's just inviting 6 into the equation, isn't it? You not just go left. And this is an important one, Tim.
It is important, but it's not easy. Straight down the hill, breaking from the left. You wonder how, if he does make double, he'll react mentally to it. Will he be kicking himself for the next few holes that he didn't chip out sideways? Or will he better put it behind him? We'll see.
It's a great equaliser, that club, isn't it? 2 super putts these first 2 holes, Minwoo Lee.
Well, last year, he was part of a team that broke the world record for the fastest time to complete a hole in golf. They finished this hole in only 24 3/4 seconds.
That one resembled last week. Drove the ball beautifully, Minwoo Lee. And that's just the 20 behind Ryan Fox.
Might take him 24 minutes to play this hole, not 24 seconds.
He's got 258 yards, Minwoo Lee, to the back pin here. Bunker left, penalty area right, a tier in the middle of the green, as Anthony was talking about, and long is no picnic either, because you're chipping directly downhill, so there's a lot of trouble around this green. A lot of risk. Will he get the reward? He's out with 3 iron from 258, wind directly off his left.
Go, baby. Go.
Run up. Cut this one in, pitch it on top. And he does. Look at that.
That is brilliant, isn't it? A wind off the left-hand side. It's not a right-handed golfer's favourite wind. Water on the right. What a shot. Minwoo Lee just hit a world-class second shot in here. This is for eagle. This to get within 2.
Well, this is just 3 feet, and he's almost picking it out before it dropped to the bottom of the hole. He knew he'd made that. What an eagle 3 for Minwoo Lee, and what a move that is to 7 under. They give it 30 seconds. And it's now a 65-yard pitch. Dare I say it, I think he's got a fabulous short game. I'm always a bit cautious before the shot.
Yeah, he's got a good lie in the bunker on the upslope as well, so added loft naturally to the shot, and he's got not much green to work with, but you'd be surprised if he knocked this outside 6 feet.
He's a very good bunker player, struck it beautiful. There's further evidence.
So flag's cut up 4 yards up a little tier. They know guys that anything going past the flag will have an incredibly quick putt, and you certainly don't want to go over this green.
Oh, that looks like it's gone down to the roots, so we're fast chip down the hill to come.
Minwoo's ball is sat right at the roots of this 4-inch rough, and the grass is over the top of the ball to the extent I was stood 2 yards away and couldn't see it. So it's a horrible lie, and the green is rushing away from him extremely quickly downhill. So he needs commitment here to get the strike, but also can't have it coming out with any speed whatsoever. Just needs it to flop onto the fringe and trickle its way down right to left of the pin. Delicate touch needed here.
He played it, didn't he? He played it. He played it. It's just magnificent. That is a magical touch. It's one of the hardest shots in golf, Anthony, that really thick grass to land it just in front of you. He played that sublimely well.
Yeah, but the two things for me he did correctly. He set the club early and it wasn't a long backswing. Watch how short this backswing is. It's all about a bit of speed. Look, simple. Don't need to complicate the short game. That never changes in my eyes.
It's a real break though. It's coming down the hill and it's gone in. Played it wonderfully well. Still need a bit of guesswork with the lie and how it's going to come out, but that's a guy that's very good at this.
Minwoo Lee, the left-hand rough, ball lying well below his feet, sat down just a little bit. 236 yards to go, back into a freshening breeze. You always feels the breeze much more when you get up here on 11.
Well, awkward bunker shot to come, not a lot of green to work with, but we know how good he is and we look forward to watching that one. So Minwoo Lee playing ready golf and playing an absolute beauty again. He's frustrated. He thought it was even better, but it was very, very good. So this for the birdie.
Another one just poured in the front door for Minwoo, and all of a sudden there are two tied at the top, and the way Lee's playing, it's so good. He's got to be thinking he might make a few more.
TV tower just a few yards right of the pin, so taking that left side out of the equation. Good advice.
Well, I think he'll take that.
Yeah, I think that was the safe option, wasn't it?
Right, Minwoo chipping from a tight lie over the green here. We've seen how slick it is down that last 8-9 feet, as Jamie says, once it gets over the ridge.
Oh, how lovely was that? Oh, for such a tight lie, picking it beautifully.
Yeah, it'd be easy to putt that, wouldn't it? But very confident. Around the greens, Minwoo Lee.
Over on the left-hand side, Minwoo Lee. The ball is buried. The pin is over on the right, though.
He's got away with a couple this round. Second hole is up against a tree, had a crack at it, got away with it. And on the last, so it's not too bad. Just better dive into the back of the ball, Anthony.
Well, it's going to run, isn't it? A little bit. It's a horrible shot, pitching on the upslope anyway. Did better than I thought. I thought he'd get it inside 10 feet. I didn't think he'd be stone dead. That was quality.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was outstanding. Just a horrible lie shot feared by just about any golfer that ever plays the game, and he made it look really easy. Par putt for Min Woo Lee to join Hidalgo in the clubhouse. There it is. Sensational up and down from a plug line, the bunker down the left hand side. Very entertaining round of golf. 867 for the Australian.
Min, you started the day with the lead and you're still up top. Can you give us your assessment of the day?
Yeah, it was a bit of a grind at the end there. I made a lot of up and downs. As people saw, it wasn't easy, but you know, the greens got a little bumpy, and the wind kind of switched around as well. So I mean, just to stay in there, and well, I played really good. Obviously, front nine was pretty solid. Made a nice eagle up 4, which was probably the highlight of the day, and just grinded out a lot of up and downs on that back nine.
You said last week you probably lost your focus a bit, especially in those last kind of 6 holes. Mentally, physically, how are you feeling now, given the intensity of golf that you've been playing recent?
Yeah, feeling great. I think just last week, obviously, John made an eagle on 14, and then I was like few back to like 6 back. So I mean, that's probably why I lost some concentration. But you know, it's another 2 days. Hopefully, just same thing. Hit it okay off the tee, and approach play and I mean, just the wedge short game's been amazing. So hopefully, if that's up, I can just keep going.
It feels like you've entertained us all. Like you said, the eagle on 4, also that chip in on 10, and the brilliant up and down on 18. Can you just talk us through the shots?
Yeah. So on 4, I had nice drive, and I hit a 3-iron, landed up top, and it went to like 2.5 feet for eagle. So just tapped that in, and chip in on 10. Hit it just over the back, and it was funny because that was the worst lie out of all of them, and I ended up chipping it in. So you know, the other 2 holes before that, 8 and 9, I'd lipped out on my bunker shot and my chip shot. So I knew it was close to, you know, chipping in, and I like to say to my caddy and friends that I have one chip in and around. So that was it, I guess. And yeah, just on 18, I hit a pretty poor shot on the approach shot, and had a nice plugged egg lie on the bunker on the downslope, and I don't know how it didn't go down. So I had an uphill plug shot and hit it to, you know, 1.5 feet. So yeah, it's been working well for me. Hit a couple shots out of the trees, through the trees, and yeah, it was amazing performance with my wedge.
Well, you're making golf look very, very easy indeed. Love watching you play. Well done.
Thanks.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.